Right, so as we said, the U.S. building up military assets in the Mideast. Joining us now is Oklahoma Senator Mark Wayne Mullin, who importantly is a member of the Armed Services Committee. Senator Mullin, as always, sir, what should we make of it? The Nimitz group is moving from the South China Sea into the Persian Gulf, Mediterranean area. A lot of mid-air refueling jets, cargo planes. How should we be thinking about this insofar as the Israel-Iran war? What do you think, sir?
Well, I would use one word: deterrence. That's the most important thing you can take out of this conversation, because President Trump is a president that looks for peace. He's the one that's wanted to end the wars. He wants to stop them from ever taking place. He believes in peace through strength, just like Reagan did. And deterrence is the best move. Moving assets in a position to say, hey, if you harm one hair of an American citizen, if you go after any of our assets, if you try to go after our 40,000 plus military personnel that's deployed in that region, understand we will rain heaven and hell on top of you until you submit. Because we have been about talking. President Trump has said he wants diplomacy. President Trump has talked about having peace talks, and he set a time frame. Keep this in mind, Larry. He set a time frame of 60 days, and on the 61st day is when Israel went in and started taking out their sites. It's interesting now that Iranian has lost control, or the Iranian regime has lost control of their airspace. Israeli fighters are openly working in the airspace, taking out targets as they please. They're shooting back ballistic missiles. Understand, ballistic missiles are probably, even though some will get through, for the David Sling, for the Iron Dome, and for the Arrow missile defense system, which are the three defense systems in Israel, a ballistic missile is probably one of the easier. Now, none of them are easy, so don't underscore my words there, but it's one of the easier ones to target. And at some time, the Iranian regime is going to be forced to come back to the table.
One of those Iranian missiles clipped off a little bit of our U.S. embassy. What about that? I don't take kindly to that.
Nothing said that that was actually targeted. Nothing shows that the Iranians are actually targeting specific spaces in Israel. They're just kind of lobbing them over. It's kind of like somebody who can't aim a football. They just kind of lob it towards you. It's the same concept. Now, what we're talking about is specific establishments. Like during the Biden administration, remember, they were specifically targeting our bases, our forward operating bases, and some more of our established bases, especially in Iraq. And not one time did President Trump, or President Biden at the time, ever truly respond. And in this case, we will respond, and will respond with overwhelming force. It'll be President Trump's, if they do decide to target us specifically, Larry, it'll be President Trump's shock and awe moment, like Desert Storm.
Yeah, got it. Senator Mullin, what about should we sell bunker busters or loan bunker busters and heavy bombers to carry them to Israel in order to take out the deep Fordau, Natanz. Fordau particularly is in a big mountain. This is a chance to denuclearize. This is a chance to end the whole thing. If they need help, should we give it to them, sir?
Larry, the Iranians have been very good about setting up different spaces where not all one nuclear site is underneath one place. In fact, we have identified 5 separate ones. Larry, Israel is doing the work that whole region wants to be done, and that's to take out the nuclear sites. There's no one in that region. I don't care if it's Saudi Arabia, if it's UAE, if it's Jordan, if it's the Qataris or Kuwait or anyone, Iraq, it doesn't matter. No one wants the #1 sponsor of terror in the world to have a nuclear weapon, and so they're all supportive. We should be thankful that Israel's doing the work of the rest of the region. So in that case, all of us, including the United States, should give them every asset they need to eliminate this threat.
I totally agree. I'm glad to hear you say it. I've heard Senator Cotton say it. I know he's a leader in this, too. I think now's the time. This is the historical moment, and we've got
That's right.
the right president to do it, the right Israeli prime minister. This is exactly the time to do it, and we can clear this up. And the ending here would be a fabulous Middle East. Prosperity, bounty, energy, allies. Anyway, Senator Mark Wayne Mullin, thank you, Senator. We appreciate
Thank you,
your
Larry. You're
wisdom
absolutely
very
right.
much. All right.